without any emotional damage. Shush!
Emotional
Last time I showed off a bit with clothes, but I do believe there is one piece of clothing that everyone needs it, but usually overlooked. And I'm talking, of course, about apron. Yep, I have a few. This one is for cooking. It lives on my kitchen. It's quite short. This one is a Christmas gift, and thank you. Yeah, you. And it also lives in the kitchen. This one is for gardening, and I added a button closure in the back so it doesn't flap around. And this one you probably seen in my crafting videos, like a lot. If not and you're first time here, hello, I'm Alena. I like crafting, sustainability, when sun is shining, and you are very welcome here. And the issue is this one. The neckline is too low, well, there is nothing here, essentially. And also I made a button closure on the back, but since then button just disappeared. And while I can make a new button, this one has so many flaws that I care to admit that it's no longer a reliable crafting apron. I use Dremel and sander quite a lot, and you know, it's a dusty business. So what I'm trying to say is, I need a new apron. Apart from my great expectation to protect me from dust, from paint, and any other shambles, I also wanted to look pretty. When does one go in such situations? Naturally, to the Truly Victoria website. And apparently not this time. I have no idea who is behind this site and these buttons, but I'm entirely grateful. Please do continue your universe-blessed work. They collect patterns from Victorian and modern eras and adapt them for slightly confused modern consumer. Me, I have a few of their patterns, and probably Victorian work dress is my favorite piece that I made. All thanks to Truly Victorian. Right then, let's go to the deepest touches known. The Amazon. Nah. Too small. Too loose. Too short. Oh, look at this! Polycotton, they say, which usually means 55 to 35, which is a big betrayal for me. 26 per person! Sorry. And 26 pounds for it? I cannot justify that. But I do like how it looks, so the only reasonable solution here is to make it. Right, let's break it down. We have a yoke with integrated shoulder strap. I'd like to make that double layered, just to give it some structure. Then we have covered panel, front panel, which I'll probably just make from a simple square. Waistband, pretty straightforward, but I like it a bit wider, maybe 6 centimeters. What the Victorian work dress taught me is that rectangles are perfectly acceptable. No need for complicated shapes. Less cutting, less sewing. Pockets would be nice. Ruffles? I'm not entirely convinced. That's a lot of fabric. Perhaps I'll decorate it differently. We'll see. I chose this fabric. It's sturdy, it's cotton, and had a little bit of stripes. I do unfortunately have to make a pattern which I rarely do. I usually rely on existing diagrams. Luckily, Lucy, my tailor mannequin, is eager to help. You alright? Good. The apron doesn't need to follow body closely, but I want to have a room for neck, and also I need to figure out how much length I want so it doesn't get in the way. The yoke will be roughly like this, symmetrical of course, and I added a seam allowance as well. Should I make a mock-up? Nah, just only an apron, right? You know what? I've decided to use different fabric for the yoke and the waistband. First of all, I'm not that skilled to align stripes with covered front panel without any emotional damage. Shush! Plain linen it is. Do remember that I wanted to decorate because apron deserves to be nutty too. Well, I think I know a shortcut. Instead of embroidery, I will use an appliqué. Yoke and waistband, I think the perfect places for that. Definitely. I'll hate myself. Alright.
The funny part is that I need two of those, one as a lining and another as a front panel. I'm going to hate myself so much for that. So something like this. Maybe front panel I will make wider to make like more covering here, because for now it looks like it won't cover a lot. Also, I'm really tired, so I'm going to call it a day and see you like in a few seconds.
Hi, it's the same day, but a little bit later. Ah, sorry, it's supposed to be like this. Whew, so, I've eaten, I've driven, and I have resources to continue. Let's focus on design for appliqué. Flowers. Of course flowers. I used to love skulls, but I don't know what happened to me. Flowers. They're alright. Luckily for me, I don't throw almost anything. So I have this old, already ripped apart trousers that I will use for leaves. And I need to find something white for the flowers. My old parody shirt that I'm going to use as a pattern, but I don't think it will be a big crime if I will cut out a couple of flowers from the back. So here they are, the little guys. I'm going to take them home and sew down by hand to the yoke and waistband. And I think also I will use an embroidery thread just to mark petals and maybe leaves. I don't know, let's see. That took me eternity and a half, but I still think that appliqué is faster. When you have pieces a bit bigger, might not. It looks rather large. So what I'm going to do is to sew inside out and then flip it, but I will leave this bit not sewn at all, because here the front covered panel goes. The same goes with the waistband as well, so I will figure out what length I want it to be covered here. Yeah? Sounds doable. Let's do that. So now I need to protect the raw edges on the front panel and the skirt, and then covering. Yeah, wish me luck. So we adjust the middle. It's not going anywhere, like this, and then it goes smooshed and in between lining in the front panel. Okay, what's left is to understand where buttons should be. Maybe they should go under, I don't know, we'll see. Probably they should go under. Yeah, And sorry. And I will gather the skirt as well, but I hand sew it, and I will show you how, because I think it's kind of medieval style or like late, I don't know, but they made it's not a medieval, it's Victorian, that's for sure. So they make from rectangle a full skirt, and I will show you how. And I really like this method, and again my work dress that I mentioned before has it too. So so about the special gathering that I told you for the skirt, it will look like this. You need to make under and over in the same distance and 2 rows, so I need to make 2 rows. So you will in the end have something like that, and you sew down only these bits. So this is inside, this outside, only, no, if this is outside. So you sew down only these bits. And it will be quite sturdy, don't worry about it, won't fall off, nothing like that. But there's a lot of work ahead of me, and yeah, it's hand sewn. See you later. I'll probably see you in reveal. Yeah, see you in reveal. Bye! It looks slightly fairy tale-ish, which is exactly what I need right now. Especially considering that I was feeling under the weather and there is no yet a solution for my thyroid problem. Also, I forgot about pockets, but I will add them later. Still, it looks pretty snazzy, huh? I didn't make it just for fun. In next episode of my crafty creative adventures, you will see it in action. Cheers! So plain greenish? Oh shush, please don't scratch it.
Why are you speaking like this? I don't know.